Hey guys, hey well, it's Sunday the 27th, just after noon, 12:30. Just got back to the trail outside of Chester. Spent the night last night in Greenville, and I want to thank John and his family, John Banks and his family from the Greenville American Legion. They kind of supported me here, picked me up, brought me to Greenville where I crashed for the night. Relaxed, ate way too much. I had first I got there, I had a big old deli sandwich and a big old thing of pasta. Then I ordered a pizza a couple hours later. Ate a big old bag of kettle chips, the vinegar and vinegar and sea salt, I think it were. But had a good night. Just kind of relaxed a little bit. Did too much. Did my laundry, got my chores done, and now I'm back on trail. It is super hot today. It's going to be hot for, well, probably the next 2 weeks, next 2.5 weeks while I'm still in California. So I think it's supposed to be 97 today. Oh, sorry, I heard somebody behind me. Supposed to be 97 today. Luckily though, I guess it's supposed to be like 113, 115 in Portland. So 97 is not that bad. So everybody back home, hope you get your ACs. If you don't have an AC, hopefully you're get your fans going pretty good in your house right now. I know my house in Portland is pretty good in the summertime. I do have a little AC unit there and ceiling fans, so it's all wood inside. So actually it doesn't get too bad, but I'm not in my house right now. I'm on the trail. So just jump back on. It's Chester, I think it's Highway 36. I think it was mile marker 1329. Kind of not sure my plans. There's a bunch of guys, Coach, Bounce, Still Tyler, and Brains. They're gonna go into the park, which is about a 19-mile jaunt. Or I might just go to the Feather River, which is 10 miles, and camp there. So we will see. But rest and relaxed. Back on trail. Talk to you later. Come up on the Feather River, one of the branches. This is the North Fork of the Feather River, just south of Lassen National Park. Terminal geyser at Mount Lassen National Park. Go all the way up there. It's not really a geyser, it's more like a steam vent, I guess you'd say. And it's got this kind of interesting stream that comes down there. It looks, yeah, the water is definitely warm. You can see it. And it smells like someone farted out here. So there you go. More weird stuff out here at Lassen National Park. Interesting stuff. Some nasty looking water over there. Watch out for the horse poop. I'm at Lassen National Park, heading over to Drakesbad to see if they've got anything available. That's a beautiful open meadow right here too. They got horse stables. That's nice. And there's a deer grazing in the middle of this meadow too. Beautiful. Hey guys, hey well, it's Monday the 28th. I am at Drakesbad Guest House at Lassen National Park for the day. Decided to take a day off. A couple reasons why. I've been kind of pushing a little too hard, and it's good for me to take a day off. And actually, it's pretty nice when you can spend a day in a national park, and the prices are actually really cheap here. A PCT hiker can come in here for 75 bucks if there's vacancies. So put them in here. You've got dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you want it. Breakfast is a buffet style. I think it's just around $13 per plate, which is pretty good. All you can eat. Dinner is, I think tonight is New York strip steak, and we're vegetarian. There's a vegetarian meal. So got a room up here though, pretty nice. Thought I'd take a break. It's super hot, but it's only one day, and why not? You're in a national park, you should stay. So I'll throw a couple videos in this place. Real nice place. Real kind of neat place to relax. And how often can you spend a night at a national park for 75 bucks? Pretty good. All right, thanks guys. Morning guys. Tuesday, June 29th. Almost done with the month of June. Last night I spent the night at Drakesbad Ranch. I said in the last video, pretty good deal, 75 bucks. You show up there and they got a vacancy, they'll give it to you. It's a nice room, have my own bathroom. Didn't have my own shower, but the shower, the bathhouse was right down the trail, which was easy to get to. But it was nice. Shepherd's pie for dinner last night. Decent beer selection, and buffet breakfast this morning at 7:30. So if anyone's watching this, hikers follow me. It's kind of hard. We don't really watch each other's videos when we're hiking as much, but if you're watching this video, if nothing else, hit there. If you try to work your hike in, hit there for the buffet breakfast, because you can get there at 7. The coffee's going, and it's 7:30 to start serving. All you can eat, like 13 bucks. Yeah, I mean, not super fancy meal, but scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, turkey sausage, potatoes. Today we had biscuits and gravy. Yesterday we had waffles and fresh fruit, buns, everything. Any type of juice you want, they've got it. So it's a pretty good deal. So it was nice. Today, goal is get a minimum of 20. I left it a little late because I rolled out of there just after 8. So minimum of 20. I'll reassess then. Might be able to push 26, 27. We'll see. Maybe I'll push into the night a little bit. It's going to be a hot one again. So make sure I got this one right. Yeah. I am good. Yep. So just push as far as I can. I was wanting to make it Burney by tomorrow, but that'd be 2:30s, and that's going to be kind of tough. So originally planned was Burney Wednesday. Now I'll probably Burney on Thursday. And so kind of package are waiting for me. I'm looking for that. And that though, just a hot day. Just climbed down the valley where the ranch was at. That was real nice. And you know, just the hospitality there was really, really good too. So good people, good food. It was good. It was nice to run into some hikers there I haven't seen in a while. I ran into Lower Bear and Sunshine. I haven't seen them since like mile 400. So it was neat seeing them. So I don't know if I'll see them again because they're going to be a little slower than me, and they're behind me right now. But other than that though, I felt refreshed, slept real good, and back on the trail, put some miles on. All right guys, talk to you later. I always thought that the PCT went on the west side of Mount Lassen, but it actually goes on the east side. So we're actually I'm on the east side of the mountain right now in this burn area. It's really neat. You can see it a little closer, so if I can get a little closer in there for you guys. Yeah, there she is right there. So pretty neat. Thank you, Phillips Station. You were great. Time to get back walking. Back to the trail. Little after dinner hike. Letting it cool down a little bit. It's just before 8 o'clock. I'll probably hike for another hour. Give me a even 30. I'll be good with that. This is just north of Old Station. As the trail comes up to this area right here, it's called a overlook of a Hat Creek region or whatever. But it's pretty neat. It says, this is the last time I'll see Lassen and the first time I'll see Shasta on this side of this little hill here. So it's pretty neat just to think. This morning when I left, I was on the south side of that mountain. Now I'm 25 miles past north of that mountain. That was actually really neat, but I'm glad to see it behind me now. Hopefully I'll get up there for a nice sunset and a nice view of Shasta before it gets dark. Morning, guys. It is Wednesday, June 30th. Last day of June, I believe it is. Just got going here. It's about 6:25 or so. Looked about 6:15. I should camp last night with a trail angel. Not trail angel, a trail magic trail angel. I'm at mile marker 1379.4. Just north of the Hat Creek Overlook, that's what you're looking at right here. Actually, you can see Shasta down there. You can actually see it today a little bit. There's a fire down there, but the smoke is chilling out for the second. And then Mount Lassen behind us right there, which is pretty cool. But 1379.4, you have a guy named Brian. He goes by a couple of different names, Brian or Michael. But we dubbed him the Magic Man. He's got an RV there. He's got chairs, sodas, water, and just good conversation. Nice guy. He's a musician too, so he played a couple songs for us last night. He's actually got a really good voice. But if you get a chance, check him out. He's going to be here, I think he said, for at least another month or so. And then when the Sobos start coming down, he's going to try to leapfrog with them too to kind of support those guys. So it's kind of nice. Out in the middle of nowhere, just a really nice guy. Nice guy to chat with. Oh, and he has a Frisbee golf course there. And he's partnered up with a shoe company. I forgot the name of the shoe company. But if you make a hole-in-one on his Frisbee golf course, they will send you a pair of shoes. Whatever size you have. So it's actually a pretty neat way for through hikers to get shoes. Because they're expensive. But so the plan today, I ended up doing 31 yesterday. Banged up my feet a little bit, but I took off my sock liners a couple days ago, and I think I didn't need them anymore because it was so hot out here. But I think I did need them, so taped up my feet this morning a little bit. Not my old injuries; these are just blisters, hot spots and blisters. So taped them up this morning. Hopefully, they'll do fine. But it is less than 29 miles to Burney Guest Ranch, so my plan is to hit there today. I shot Bob a message yesterday afternoon, so either I'm going to hit there this afternoon or I'm going to hit there before lunch on Thursday. But it being Wednesday, I want to get there today because that lines up with get to Dunsmuir on Friday, Dunsmuir by the 4th, because Mount Shasta, well, we'll see where that fire goes. Mount Shasta has a pretty good 4th of July celebration, so we kind of need to be part of that and maybe take a little bit of time off. We'll see. And then I got to be at Etna on the 9th, trying to line some things up, but it all depends on how the body's doing. I think really, so now I've done 20s, 25s, and 30s, and I think a good mileage marker for me is like 25. 25 feels pretty good. Things start breaking down at 25. When I go a little bit more than that, for some reason that last 5 miles of a 25 miler, if I'm going 30, they seem to kind of hurt a little bit. But yesterday was pretty good. Kind of finished up. I had dinner at Old Station, the Phillips Station. They had, I mean, everything you can think of is at a gas station, but had this big old nasty burrito for dinner, but actually filled me up. Had a couple things of sweet tea, which were pretty nice. And I finished up with a Fanta orange soda. Everything there I just described is none of that stuff I eat at home on a regular time. So, but it actually tasted pretty good. So we'll see how that works. My stomach works out today. But other than that, I think I'm just I can keep on moving. Again, it's nice to kind of get north of Lassen. It's nice to see Shasta this morning, not in the smoke. Hopefully that fire will we'll be able to put some damper on it today. I think it's been going for a couple days. The most devastating thing about that is that the town of Weed, well, Mount Shasta, the town of Shasta City, I think it's Mount Shasta there, is right there. And the town of Weed, which 2 or 3 years ago was hammered by a pretty good fire out there. So hopefully things will be okay, and they'll be able to put this thing out. It is that time of year. So just like every day, we wake up or we're walking along ridge lines right here. This is the Hat Creek rim, which is gonna be a hot one. So this is the one where you got 12-mile carry and then a 17-mile carry. Or it's like 13 and 13. It's kind of halfway in between Burney. So dry day. It was mid-90s yesterday out here. It's real nice in the morning right now, but it will get hot later. So, all right, time for me to get some hiking in. Take care. Hello. You guys realize that on the PCT, the California part of the PCT is 1,691 miles. Isn't that kind of crazy? Just under 1,700 miles, just in California alone. It's kind of a bummer in a way, but today I'll pass by 1,391, which will give me an additional 300 miles in the state of California. You sure think when you get all the way up here, you get past these mountains, you're like, oh, I should be finishing pretty quick. No. Good thing though is that I can push out, right now I can push out 150, 175 miles a week. So easily 150. So being at Wednesday, I'm shooting for 2 weeks from today to be in my state of Oregon. Looking forward to that. No, it's the geography is amazing of California. The different variety you get here, it's really neat. And a lot of crazy people here. Well, there's crazy people everywhere, but it's just 1,700 miles is a long ways. So I'll be real looking forward to that in a couple weeks. But that's still 2 weeks away. And I got a bunch I can do today. I'm just thinking about it right now. Although I'm way, it's amazing that I've walked all the way from the border of Mexico all the way up to here, almost to Mount Shasta right now. And you're thinking, well, I should be done. No, 2 weeks to go. Long ways. All right, guys. Hey guys, it's Thursday, July 1st, and it is 10:30. Just kind of walking out the door of Burney Guest Ranch right now. Yeah, 10:30, and it's going to be upper 90s today, so I picked a good time to start. But yesterday I completed my quest to get to Burney Guest Ranch in 2 days. 2 days ago I did 31, yesterday I did 29. And it was hot as balls. And it's going to be hot as balls this whole week. So, what are you going to do? But walking back now to the PCT on Burney Ranch, or Burney Guest Ranch Road. I just want to thank Bob. He just purchased the ranch, and the previous owners were supportive for his expedition. So he continued on the tradition. Super nice guy. He's not, looks like he's going to turn his ranch into like a kind of like his family compound. He's got some family going to move in there with him and stuff, and he's not going to rent the place out. He might do it later, but right now he says nope. He just moved in there like maybe a little over a month ago, so it's all pretty new to him. But it's actually a neat place for those who've been there before. It's like 130 acres. We got multiple cabins around there. He's got a big old pool. I was actually, he goes like, hey, you want to use the pool if you want? I'm like, I was even too tired. I couldn't use the pool yesterday. I rolled in about 7:30 and wasn't really sure what to expect. But he had a little hiker store, so he had some snacks in there and stuff too. So I grabbed some snacks, ate some snacks, made my dinner. I was kind of looking like having a steak or a burger, but no, not the case, which is fine though. But no, thanks Bob for a bunch. Thanks for your hospitality. It was really nice. Nice little cabins. Even had AC in there, which was super nice on a hot day. I actually had to turn it off last night because it was so cold in the room, which was weird. So today, okay, so my next stop will be in Dunsmuir off of Highway I-5 at mile marker 1500. I'm at 1408 right now. So I'm gonna split the next 4 days into that. Roll in there sometime on Sunday, the afternoon of the 4th. Hoping I get there between 2 and 3. The old plan was to get to Shasta before, Mount Shasta, before the 4th, or on the 4th, so I can, they have a big parade and festivities and stuff on the 4th. But since there's 3 fires in the area here, they cancel the festivities. They cancel the fireworks, of course. Things are super dry out here. So I'll probably just go hang out with our sponsor there. I think she lives on the edge of in between Weed and Mount Shasta. Hang out with her, get some shopping done. Maybe actually take a rest day, because I've been pushing pretty hard, and the heat's going to be pretty hot this whole week. So yeah, probably take it on the 5th. So 4 days to get there. I did the math. If I do 23 a day, I get there easily. So which would be nice, a lot better than 30. 30s were kind of smoking me, so my feet are kind of a little banged up again, but it's all good. So yeah, it's supposed to be hot again this week, so upper 90s, and we'll just take it day by day. The good thing about this stretch here, good or bad, there's some climbing involved, but I'll actually keep me back up in altitude because I've been pretty low. I've been lower the last couple days. I've kind of been getting lower, so I'm like right around the 3000s right now. So I think it pumps back up to 7, which will be a little cooler, which will be nice. And instead of the upper 90s, it'll probably be the lower 90s or upper 80s, which will be really good. So that's it. Back on the trail. Back moving north. Limping a little bit, but I will get there. Tell you, it's really hard when you're in a nice bed with an air conditioning. It's really hard to get up at, I was up at 4:35 like the normal time. But I just couldn't get my body moving because it felt so good just to lay there. Oh well. What are you going to do? You're going to hike. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Water slide. There's the smoke from the Shasta fires as I get a little closer to Mount Shasta. Currently, they're not affecting the PCT, but you have to keep an eye on it. I'm not sure how much they have controlled right now, but it's kind of putting a little filter on the sun. Morning, guys. It's Friday the 25th, June 25th. Yesterday, actually, it's funny, left Bucks Lake, ran into Oakley and Birdbath. Hadn't seen them since Kitty Meadow South. Nice to see them, young couple from Portland. Camped with them last night. We hiked all day together yesterday. And we'll probably hike together today too. Good kids. Real good kids. So we did 27 and a half trail miles. And actually, I'm going to count that as a 30, my first 30, because I had to walk 2.5, at least 2.5, out of Bucks Lake to get back to the trail. So 27 and a half trail miles and 2.5, to me that equals my first 30. So that means foot is holding up well, knee is holding up well. Still have my brace if I need it, but the body is doing okay. Kind of nice. I stopped over at Belden Resort Town. Had like a burger and tater tots for dinner, so it was nice. We actually hiked till a little after 9 last night. It was a late night. We were actually hiking in the dark a little bit, trying to find a good spot and trying to get knocked out about half this hill last night, which was positive. So today only about half the hill. There's still a ways to go, but all hill. But plan today is to, the halfway mark is 27.5. I don't think I'll make it there. I think I'll be probably 25, 24. There's some good camp spots around there. And then Saturday, tag the halfway point. This is kind of a rough looking area. Tag the halfway point, and then jump off on Highway 36, go to Greenville with the Wars Expedition sponsor. And I don't know if I'll take a 0. I should be able to get to Highway 36 early. Like if I do it right, I'll have 10 miles or less. So I should be able to get there way before lunch, probably about 11 o'clock. So it should be nice. So I can have a big near row. And then maybe have breakfast the next morning and then just head back to trail. We'll see how the body's feeling, but that's the plan. But beautiful day today. Got a little bit of thunder showers yesterday coming up the hill. Not too bad. A little wet this morning, but feels good. All right, guys. Hope everybody's doing well at home. Talk to you later. Bye. This morning. Morning, guys. Hey, well, on the PCT. It's Friday, July 2nd. I'm just about 6:45. Got started this morning about a little after 6. I intended to get up earlier, like at 3, but the actual sleeping bag felt really, really good at 3 in the morning. I'm going to try to beat the heat, but 6 is better than 10 like I did yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, I got a late start from Burney the Guest Ranch, so I was only able to get 15 miles in. I made it to the Burney Falls State Park, took a nap, hydrated as much as I could, and then took off there about 6, and I got another 5 in before it started getting dark, and I called it a night. But pretty good week though so far. Plan today is to go again, I'm trying to get to Dunsmuir sometime Sunday afternoon, so I have to do 325s. So plan today is to get 20 in, pretty close to 20 before it gets really hot. Take some shade, hydrate, and wait till it cools down a little bit and try to get 5 more in or 7 more in, or we'll see how I feel. But because I had a short day yesterday, get some time I'm going to make up now. So today supposed to be upper 90s. It's gonna be a hot one, but we should gain a little bit of altitude today, so hopefully that'll help. But 2 things. I want to thank everyone that reached out to me on my last set of videos about kind of opening it up a little bit for my personal life. I appreciate the feedback. It's a tough subject to talk about, but I think it is a big part of why I'm out here, to kind of but to transition myself into a better person, so that I can be more successful in a relationship in the future. Whenever that will happen, who knows? I might just do this trail, hang out with Kennedy for a little while, and then decide then. But thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate that. Number 2, probably notice I cough a lot when I'm out here. I have, several years ago, I was diagnosed with exercise-induced bronchial spasms. It is a kind of weird condition. I've been trying to get VA to help me out with it a little bit. I just have to be a little more forceful with my doctor at VA. There's some things they can do that make a difference, I know, but you should hear me when I run, or if I'm going uphill. It's like 3 times the bed. So, well, just want to give you a heads up. That's why I cough so much when I'm out here. But, I mean, I don't think it affects my abilities too much. It's just kind of a real pain in the butt, a real pain in the throat, actually. So, remember my last deployment, it got real bad. I was on a treadmill in the gym because you couldn't run outside because the air quality was so bad. And plus it was 120 degrees. So I'm on the gym, inside the gym on a bike, or no, on a treadmill, and my coworker's on a bike right in front of me. And the whole time I'm running, I'm doing sprints, doing intervals. The whole time I'm running, he keeps turning around looking at me, and kind of looking at me like with a look of concern. So we get in working out. We're walking outside. I say, hey dude, what the hell's going on? Why you give me that eyeball when I was working out? He's like, Mike, you sound like you were going to die on that treadmill. You were coughing so bad. So, good thing about it, it uncovered some other health issues that I had. One was, luckily they didn't find us on deploy, they would have sent me home. But when I got back to North Carolina, went through some medical screening, went them to screen my lungs to kind of find out what was going on. They screened my lungs, they found a couple things they have to monitor for a while, well, forever. And they discovered some stuff in my heart. So it was kind of a little wake-up call. And I think the Army kind of they looked at worst case scenario on this. They said, hey, you've got blocking through your arteries going to your heart. You've got a bad valve. Got this, got that, and you're gonna die. Almost. That's the impression I got from the doctor. I'm like, holy crap, what? I'm like, I'm healthy. He goes, you must have a history of heart disease in your family. Like, no, there's no history at all. He said, there must be something somewhere. So, went through some screening, went through echocardiogram, went through a stress test, did all that stuff. And they still said, the cardiologist and Bragg said, because they only have one, he's an old guy, nice guy. He's like, hey, there's definitely something going on there. We're not sure how bad it is. We need to go inside and look. He said, but no, we don't do it, luckily. They sent me up to Raleigh, the Lung and Heart Center, which is pretty good. So, brings me to my last story. So, all was going on. It sounded really bad. The prognosis and diagnosis were really, really bad. And kind of a little reality check on like that your heart's in your chest every day working, 24/7 no matter what. You don't really do anything to it. It just kind of does it on its own. You don't realize that it's working 24/7. It's like if you were driving your truck and never got it tuned up, never changed your oil, and you were driving it 24/7, eventually it's gonna break down. So, got me concerned. I didn't want to mention anything to my kids, but finally, when I got to the point where I had to go in and get the procedure, they did a, I forget what it's called, but they went in through my wrist. I went in there with a camera to do some work on it. So I told my kids, obviously all 4 of my kids wanted to fly to North Carolina right away. I'm like, no, it's not a big deal, not a big deal, not a big deal. Well, my daughter, Lena in Texas, she's like, hey, Dad, and we haven't talked that much in a while. She's very independent, and so am I, and we're kind of a lot alike. She demanded, no, Dad, you don't have a choice. I'm driving to North Carolina with my dogs. You're not going to do this by yourself. So, she did. Drove all the way from Austin, Texas to North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Went in there with me. Didn't give me a choice. She said, nope, you know, choice, Dad, I'm coming. So she did. She sat there with me. She went in there with me before the procedure, and she was there when I woke up. So, end result, they went in there and they said, yeah, we got some stuff cooking, but we don't need to do anything right now. So just monitor your diet, monitor this, monitor that. Kind of a little wake up call. So, but the neatest thing about it, it was Alina came out. Just showing you the view right here. Alina came out from Texas, and we don't have a strained relationship, but we just don't talk that much like I do with my other 3. So 2 of my kids are really super independent. We don't communicate a ton, and 2 of my kids, we talk a lot more. I mean, obviously all 4 of them are different. But Alina, she called me a couple days ago, and she's been trying to get into school. She went to University of Oregon, got an undergraduate there, and then she got accepted to Oregon Law. So she got a law degree there, and she's always been wanting to go to a international law school in Vienna, Austria. Well, she got selected to it, which is super awesome. I think they get like a master's in law, international law or something. So it's actually a huge deal. So she let me know she's leaving first week of October or sooner. So I sent her a message back like, no, I definitely want to see you before you go. Spend time with you and your dogs. I'm not sure if she's taking her dogs or not. So, but I'll definitely see her before she goes. But Lena, I'm very proud of you. Super proud to be your father, and I think it's pretty cool. That's a big deal. So I don't want to get too emotional because I'm not an emotional guy, but super proud of you as your father, and super proud of you as my daughter. I know you've been striving towards this for a long time, and I know COVID probably affected it for a little bit to get in there, but I'm just elated. I don't know what to say, but I love you. Okay. Okay. Back to the trail. So, thanks again for the feedback. I appreciate it. Thanks for support. You guys know, I'm not kind of a little scattered right now, kind of all over the place, but the heat out here is overwhelming. It's tough. So, the more support, the better. We're all the hikers are trying to support each other right here because it is so damn hot. There's you guys are probably tracking, there's 3 fires around this area right here. Nothing looks like it's going to affect the trail right now. But every morning we wake up and every night before you go to bed, we're looking at the horizon. We're like, all right, where's the smoke at today? So just to make sure, nothing. We don't get caught in the middle of something. So, but thanks again for watching, guys. All right, I got a bunch of miles to do. Enough personal and emotional stuff for one day. All right, bye. You see Mount Shasta right in front of me here. The smoke around it. See if I get you a little closer there. Oops, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke around it right now from the fires. Morning, guys. So today is Saturday the 2nd. Yesterday finished up, only did 23. I was going to do 27. Wasn't feeling it. It was actually kind of nice to stop a little early. Camped with Sunshine Lair Bear, older couple out of older than me, out of San Luis Obispo. Tails and Ian, Wing It, and Lady, and I think Viking and Sunrise showed up a little late. Never met them before. So plan for today is going to, well, plan for the next 2 days or next 3 days. I planned on being at Highway I-5 and just south of Dunsmuir tomorrow between 2 and 3. It's gonna be tight. So if I feel good today, I'll push a 30. If I don't feel good today, I'll do what I can. And then I'll do what I can tomorrow. Then I'll jump off on the highway on Monday. Originally, I was trying to celebrate the 4th in the town of Mount Shasta, but with the fires, obviously they canceled all their plans. So they canceled the parade and they canceled the fireworks. They canceled everything. So it'd still be nice to get out there. And I promised all our supporters that would show up right there tomorrow between 2 and 3. So I think the heat kind of over the last week and a half kind of had a little bit of hamper on me. Then all the residual from Hat Creek Rim kind of caught up to me, so it slowed me down coming out of Burney Ranch, and that kind of messed up my whole schedule. I think the real issue is that I was just telling Ian back there. Ian was on the trail, real nice guy. I think I kind of boxed myself into a corner. I've not allowed myself enough flexibility, even though that's another story we'll talk about on my non-negotiables. But I kind of didn't provide myself the ability to be flexible. So when I kind of not booked, but I kind of made arrangements to get picked up there tomorrow, and I'm sure the sponsor would be fine. She'd probably be like, yeah, no problem, wait, well, we'll get you on Monday. But I kind of feel like I should keep my word. And then through Wars Expedition, they just built a new relationship with the hotel in Etna, and they scheduled me for the 9th. And so in order to get to Etna on the 9th, it's good for me. If I want to take a 0, it's good for me to get to Shasta tomorrow. So we'll see. But nice morning. Kind of left campsite about 5:30. Not feeling bad. We'll see how the day goes. Typically, when it gets real hot out here, I've been taking like a little siesta between like 3 and 5 when it's real hot. Find a shady spot. I found a shady spot yesterday. Crashed there. I might have actually closed my eyes for a little bit. It gets kind of hard, so I think it was a nice little shaded breezy spot, but it was still hot, and the flies are getting me pretty good. So we will see how it goes today. But hope everybody's doing well at home. Okay, one update on my diet. I think the changes I made in my diet made a big improvement. Feel better. Don't feel like I'm losing energy. Don't feel like I'm losing energy because of my diet. I do. Yeah, the heat kind of depletes you a little bit. So, but I think I made some good changes on that. Continue that the rest of the trip. And finally, got to see the season finale of season 7 of Alone. It kind of finished the way I thought it would. It was kind of predictable, but it was a nice finish. I won't ruin for it if you haven't seen season 7. It was pretty good. It was kind of neat to see. I mean, all 10 of those contenders had some mad skills. I mean, just really good skills. And I'll just say the last 4 that were in there towards the end, yeah, it just makes me realize how many skills I do not have. And it kind of makes me want to learn more. So good stuff. Okay, gotta get some hiking done today. We'll see where we go. Thanks, guys. That's a pretty cool view of Shasta this morning. Let me get you in a little closer. Smoky, smoky, smoky. You can jump off this place with a hang glider right here. Still see the smoke and the haze from the fires. It's okay if I pass? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, girl. Trail's yours. Oh, whatever you do, don't drink the brown water. And it's nice and smoky here in the valley too. They must be releasing water upstream or something. Morning, everybody. It is 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody. Sunday, 4th of July, 2021. Yesterday, just left camp. It's about 5:40, almost 6 o'clock. Seems to be my normal time of leaving camp, about 5:45. I start stirring about 4:30. Take 15 minutes to finally get my butt moving. Have breakfast, pack up, then en route at 5:45. But yesterday, wing it, young hiker myself. He's from Orange County, Southern California. We kind of partnered together, and we got actually, he got his PR and I got my PR. We both did 35 miles yesterday. That was a smoker, especially the last mile. I was moving pretty slow, and winging, I didn't see him. He just disappeared behind me. And so I got to camp, put my camp up, got some water. And by the time I was already back from camp, he finally strolled in. Said he was feeling a little woozy towards the end. Had some crackers. He calmed himself. Then he got there. So luckily we didn't have to send a rescue team out for him. But big 35 yesterday. And the reason why is because when I left Burney, I had kind of a real short day, which kind of messed up my whole schedule coming in here. So I planned on getting here today to Dunsmuir and I-5 between 2 and 3. So in order to do that, I had to pound out some miles. So got it done. So, but interesting. It's camped with Bill, a retired machinist from Modesto. He's doing the section hike, and Valentina, a student from UC Berkeley, history student, actually from Russia. So that was kind of neat to meet them. Had a quick conversation with them before I had dinner and went to bed because I was pooped. I think I rolled into camp right about 8 o'clock. So yesterday, long day. Today, 19, just about 19 miles. So should be pretty easy. One big hill in the middle, and then all downhill going into the edge of Dunsmuir. So looking forward to that. But I'm happy 4th, everybody. It's a good day. Always a good day when we celebrate our nation's holiday. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye. Just want to show you something this morning. Looks like, I don't think that's the Shasta fires. That looks like something new, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't believe that's before Dunsmuir, so I should still be able to get off of Dunsmuir, but I'm not sure if that's by the trail, but I'll have to monitor that. Hey guys, a couple of new things are going to happen today. Well, at least one. One will, oh, and by the way, my gut hook app went down again. This is the second time, but it's been a long time. Last time I went down with Echo Lakes, and so every night before I turn my phone off and plug it in to charge it, I always kind of preview the map, but I'm glad I did last night. So, but yeah, so hopefully I can reset it when I get to the top of the hill. There's a big hill in the middle. Run up the top of that. Well, not run, I'll hike. No, reset it. It worked last time for me at Drakesbad, one of our Drakesbad. But the cool thing that's going to happen today is at the end, mile 1500. That's considered a significant event, but it's a pretty neat. So where the PCT crosses under Highway Interstate 5 in Northern California, south of Dunsmuir. And at that point, you know, I've owned my place in Central Oregon for many years, almost 15 years now. So the last 15 years or so, I've driven past this point off and on, even actually for the last, since I was a kid, when I first entered the armed forces, I would drive past this point, going on vacation, going back to home to Oregon to see friends, whatever. I've driven past this point for a long time. And at least the last 15 years, almost every time I drive by, I'd stop this point. Because it was kind of neat. I always wanted, I've wanted to do the PCT forever. And it's neat because I'd always stop at this point and I'd walk a little bit, it's north or south. I mean, it kind of goes east and west there. But the north goes towards Castle Craig's State Park, and the south just kind of goes towards, I believe it's the McLeod River, the whatever river's right there. So it's kind of neat. Even the last time I went through here, when I dropped off Kenny at my daughter's house, Kenny and I stopped right there and we did a little hike south. So it'd be kind of neat to actually see that again and kind of hike into it instead of driving to it. So it'll be fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's, you know, you got to do, like I talked about before, kind of turn these negatives into positives. My mood, to be honest, my mood does kind of fluctuate on 3 things. And I call them the TTPs. Not the Army TTPs, but I renamed them. Temperature, terrain, and pain. So it's all based on that. So if those are high, my mood kind of goes down to crapper. If all those are medium to low, I'm usually in a positive mood. So again, it's a long hike. I try to take those negatives and turn to positives. I can't do it 24/7, but I try the best I can. But today should be a good positive. I mean, as long as I don't get caught in the fire or something. A little smoky today. Makes my lung things a little bit worse. But it's a beautiful, nice, cool breeze right now. take advantage of that because it's going to get hot again. Yesterday it was, I don't know, probably mid-90s or at least or something. Probably that same temperature again today. But with a little luck, I'll finish between 2 and 3. It's going to be scorching when I finish, but that's okay. It'll be kind of walking into a familiar area that I've driven past and parked and walked before. It'll be kind of neat just to kind of walk in there myself as a through hiker. It's a PCT through hiker instead of just a guy driving down the freeway. So that should be pretty cool. So, looking forward to that. Alright guys, chat with you later. Here we go, mile 1500. Yeah, and Dunsmuir, I-5. It's kind of neat to revisit this place I visited so many times before. Just dreaming about this day. Today's a good day, even though it's hot as balls, smoky, and humid. It sucks right now. That's okay. We and I are going to go to the brewery in Dunsmuir and grab lunch. Time for